Tingemas. 5 war poems, 4 highlighters, 3 post-it notes, 2 mock exams, and a poetry anthology. Hello and welcome back to Tingemas Day 5. Yes, we're almost a third of the way through this festive series, but today we're going to be going over Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Well, let's first read through the poem. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward, all into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade, charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the Light Brigade, was there a man dismayed? Not through the soldier knew, someone had blundered. There's not to make reply, there's no reason why. There's but to do and die, into the valley of death rode the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them, volleyed and thundered, stormed at wish, shot and shell, boldly they rode and well, into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell, rode the 600. Flashed all their sabres bare, flashed as they turned in air, sabring the gunners there, charging an army, whilst all the world wondered, plundered in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke, Cossack and Russian, reeled from the sabre's stroke, shattered and shundered, then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them, volleyed and thundered, stormed at with shot and shell, while horse and hero fell, they that had fought so well, came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell, and that was left of them, left of the 600. When can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made, all the world wondered. Honour the charge they made, honour the Light Brigade, noble 600. Now let's analyse some key parts of the poem. A league is about 3 miles, which shows how far the Light Brigade have come, and also emphasises how unprepared they are for what lies ahead. Valley of Death is a biblical allusion to show the horror of what they are now to face, and also has connotations of hellishness and evil. Repetition of the 600 is used to build tension and drag out the charge as if it was for the soldiers at the time. Repetition of theirs and 600 objectifies the men as a symbol rather than just men. It also helps the tone become more solemn to show the impending doom of the 600. Cannons have connotations and links to war and conflict and demonstrate how the odds are against the 600. Repetition of cannon also is used to show the scale of the guns against them. Boldly is a contrast with the scale of the odds against them and emphasises futility. Sibilant is also used to imply the swiftness of the charge. Mouth of hell personifies death and is used to exaggerate the futility and bravery of the soldiers that are going to die, but do so boldly. The flashing of the swords in the sun highlights how the men fought for glory and is a metaphor for their bravery which, like the flash, is very short. All the world wonders exaggerates the scale of the mistake that one of the leaders made to send all 600 men into the trap. And not the 600 changes the tone by inserting the word not to imply that the 600 have mostly died. Similar repetition to before gives the poem a parallel to mirror the charge, and now that they are actually running away instead of charging. Hero fell glorifies the poet and makes the men seem more like symbols again instead of being real men. Mouth of Hell mirrors the third stanza to emphasise the bravery and the loss. When can their glory fade is a rhetorical question where the poet does not seem sad that these men died, but rather that it's more concerned with their glory. And a noble 600 is an order for people to pay their respects, whereas many at the time questioned the charge, and the poem is showing how these soldiers themselves should be honoured even though the decision to make the charge may have been completely wrong. Now let's analyse the theme of the poem. The poem is mainly linked to war, life and death, and sacrifice, and naturally links to conflict, and it's effective at showing how people viewed war at the time. The poem also contains a lot of reference to biblical and religious ideas, as well as bravery and fear. Well, that's it for this video, and that concludes 1/3 of the Tingemas festive season. But don't fear, there's still another 10 episodes to come, so you can keep putting up that tinsel for now.